Today we got some huge news relating to Glitch's next indie pilot, Knights of Guinevere. We got a new trailer, some new footage, a release date for the pilot, along with the launch of a new website. In this video I'll go through everything we learned. I'll do a frame by frame analysis of the trailer and also do some theorizing at the end. I hope you enjoy. So up first, Glitch gave us a description of what the show is about. Knights of Guinevere is a psychological thriller that welcomes you to a planet-wide theme park in the clouds. And the shadows below, where a broken princess android is two dreamers' tickets to better lives, or the end of them. The pilot releases on September 19th, and it's created by Dana Terrace, John Bailey Owen, Zach Marcus, and Glitch. Glitch launched a new Park Planet website which is dedicated to the show. Park Planet is a world of dreams. It continues, across the Crimson Nebula and round the Milky Way, a world of fun awaits you, we hope you'll come to stay. If we try to buy a ticket, it says it's already been purchased. If we scroll down the page, we can see a personality quiz to find out which Gwen we are. I got Mermaid Gwen, and at the top left we can see text that says Andy Frankie 190925. This will be relevant in a moment. Moving back to the main park website, we can click a button to bring us to the rules page. It's a bit ominous, with text saying to obey Gwen in case of an emergency and no running. We can see a gift shop with 3 items that are sold out, and at the bottom right a staff area. If we click it, it asks for a password, and this is where we enter that Andy Frankie code from earlier. It brings us to a new page with 2 behind the scenes sheets for 2 of the main characters, being Andy and Frankie. I'll leave the images on screen for a little bit, so if you want to give them a read, feel free to pause and read them in your own time. With the Park Planet website covered, let's get into the actual trailer itself. We get some shots of the park and it looks beautiful. The art style is fantastic and it's very charming to look at. We see a young girl holding the hand of an older gentleman, presumably her father and the owner of the park. We see Gwen in the background. We see the girl walking surrounded by plushies and various toys. We see a room covered with toxic hazardous machinery and equipment. There's a hand reaching out and touching an electric component, but we don't see whose hand it is. It's likely Gwen's. The little girl is sitting beside Gwen, who's on a bed. We get a look at Gwen's appearance, and it's clear now that she's some sort of artificial android that's been built. We get a close-up of the little girl's face and Gwen's. Some shots of the Park Planet Railway. A lot of the images have been laced with graffiti. A shot of a dark lake area with a boat sailing towards an area with shipping containers. There's giant floating objects up in the air noting the various lab numbers. We see another shot of an area. It's very industrial and gloomy. We see the girl from earlier pulling some sort of intestine or body part that's covered in blue blood. We see the man beside her as well and what looks like Gwen on the right. They're clearly mistreating her. The next frame shows some Park Planet police beating up a protester. There's a shot of an older man. A crane picks up a damaged Gwen out of the dump. This version of Gwen closely resembles the one we saw in the initial teaser trailer from a few months back. Some more shots of the park. Again, it looks quite dystopian, and the statue of Gwen has been defaced with graffiti. The girl sitting with Gwen again when her father comes in. During this, some shots of Gwen falling are spliced in between. The man from earlier appears in an advertisement style saying to meet his friends. Following on, we get a ton of different promotional shots of Gwen. These then violently swap to some more horrific ones. We see damaged Gwen again, and in the middle the little girl experimenting on her like we saw in the teaser. Some of the other shots show the protagonists Andy and Frankie as well. The trailer ends with some text revealing the release date, and it briefly flashes saying wake up. So with the trailer broken down, what do I think the plot is? Park Planet, at least to me, comes across as a critique of Disney and Disneyland. It's a massive theme park way up in the clouds that's very futuristic. However, the actual residents live in poverty and there's some sort of regime in charge. The park is run by the older man and his evil daughter, and they clearly mistreat and torture Gwen, who is an artificial android that they've created. From some of the scenes, we're clearly going to get a before and after. So we'll see the Park Planet in its glory days, like when it first opened. We'll see how Gwen and the park fell into disarray, and then it'll go to the present day where we meet Andy and Frankie. The core plot perhaps being that they run into Gwen and try to repair her, and have to unravel the mystery of the park and the evil people in charge of it. Overall, I'm really excited about this one. The art style is wonderful, the soundtrack looks engaging, and the world seems to be packed with detail. There's clearly a grand story going on, and I'm so excited to see what Dana and Glitch have cooked up. I'm intrigued to see the psychological thriller aspect of it as well. The sharp cuts between the Disney-esque scenes to the harsh, brutal reality is really cool, so it'll be awesome to see that play out on screen in the pilot. So what do you think? Are you excited? Do you have any theories? Let me know down below.